We mainly were looking for a single source responsibility to build this plant, and the only company was able to supply this total package to us was Nuberg Engineering. The good thing about Nuberg, the price that they offer us were attractive and better than the competition. So that was the main reason we have decided to go for Nuberg Engineering. I would like to give special thanks Nuberg team, Algate team, and everybody who worked in this project, all the contractors who came into the site and made this project successful in a record time.
To proceed further, I would request all of you to please welcome the chief guests of today's evening, Mr. A.K. Tyagi, CMD, Nuberg, Mr. Peter, Vice President of EDL, Ms. Shivani, Director of Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Amit, MD, Mr. Matthias, Sales Director, Asia EDL, Mr. Atul, MD, Newberg, Mr. Romesh, BU Head, Energy and Infrastructure, Newberg. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of Newberg Group and EDL, it is both an honor and privilege to welcome you all to a celebration of shared purpose, progressive thinking, and transformative collaboration. To formally commence this evening, I would now invite Mrs. Shulakshana to deliver the opening address.
Namaskar and a very warm welcome to all of you. I would like to begin with a well-known thought from all our Indian tradition, Sange Shakti Kalyuge, which means in this age, true strength lies in unity. The age-old wisdom perfectly reflects the essence of today's occasion. Today, as Newberg and EDL Group come together, we are not just announcing a partnership. We are forging a powerful alliance deeply aligned with the aspiration of Atmanirbhar Bharat and driven by the need for technological self-reliance, sustainability, and industrial excellence. Respected dignitaries, esteemed industry leaders, designated guests, media professionals, and dear colleagues. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you to this landmark occasion, the formal launch of the strategic collaboration between Newberg and EDL Group. Under the guiding tagline, Uniting Strengths, Driving Change, this partnership marks a defining step forward in our collective mission to deliver world-class, sustainable, and affordable technological solutions tailored to the Indian market. This alliance stands on three solid pillars: innovation, sustainability, and global impact rooted in local relevance. In today's world, energy, security, environmental responsibility, and efficient resource utilization are not just industrial challenges, they are national priorities and social obligations. Through this collaboration, Newberg and EDL will work hand in hand to transform these challenges into opportunities, with a specific focus on maximizing value from the bottom of the barrel, the most complex and untapped part of the refinery stream. We aim to convert waste into wealth, leveraging advanced technologies such as solvent dewaxing and wax deoiling, lube cut, solvent extraction, BTX extractions, etc. These are not just processes, they are future-proof solutions that address India's strategic goals, reducing dependencies on imports, minimizing industrial emissions, and building green, globally competitive, and sustainable industrial facilities. Now, the question arises, Why Nuberg and EDL? Because we are equal in scale, agile in thinking, rich in domain expertise, and most importantly, unified by a shared vision. Our strength lies in our complementary capabilities. European precision meets Indian adaptability, global experience meets local understanding. Our goal is to bring global technology home and offer affordable, scalable, and fast-track project execution for Indian PSUs and private sector stakeholders. This partnership also envisions building future-ready talent through specialized skill development programs. We aim to equip Indian engineers, technicians, and project leaders with global standard knowledge and tools. This is not just capacity building, it is nation building. Respected dignitaries, in conclusion, today we are not just witnessing a signing ceremony, we are witnessing the beginning of movement that will help Indian energy and chemical sectors to lead in responsibility and global excellence. Together, let us unlock a future where sustainability and progress go hand in hand. Let us unite our strength to drive real, lasting change. Thank you once again for your presence and support. We look forward to walking this exciting journey with you. Dhanyavad and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I request Mr. Romesher to please come and share his views on the strategic collaboration.
Good evening, and thank you for being here. We are really grateful, we are honored, and we are much more confident with your presence than what we were perhaps even an hour before. So, thank you very much. I say it in the bottom of my heart, and I mean it. So, thank you very much. Now, why are we here? And why I think Sulakshana has put in very nicely, very succinctly. I don't have that oratorial skills to elaborate further on this. But I'll just set some context that why we thought, why we are here where we are. And I just take it back. Please stop it whenever my time is up, because sometimes, people like us with the age and the mic, we just can't, we lose the sense of the time. So please do your job, even if I fail in mine. So Nuberg started this journey way back in 1996. And if there was one thing consistent from 1996 until 2025, it is that we were always driven by the challenges. Where people were scared, we took the chances. We took the chances, we got the bruise, we fell down, we got up, and we moved forward. When perhaps 30 years back, when we started working in chlorine industry, we were told, please do anything else except this, because you are playing with the lives of the people. I think almost 15, 20 years back, when we moved into the heavy fabrication, we were told, look, you are trying to compete with the giants whose scrap value will be more than your whole turnover. I think we proved our skepticals wrong. We have been working, today world talks about the green hydrogen. We are working on this segment when we ourselves didn't know that it is called green. Because we have a technology called hydrogen peroxide where we require hydrogen, and the requirement was so small, the location was so remote, there was no way you could get natural gas or naphtha, the economy was not favoring. Best course is, okay, generate your own through electrolysis. It's only a few years back that people started talking about electrolysis means hydrogen, and that can be green as well. So if a company can legitimately claim to know hydrogen from its true color, we have some footprint somewhere, and I'm very proud that we are there. We moved to the hydrogen peroxide, which was again some kind of only 2-3 companies in the world would do it. And again, the question came, why Nuberg? Okay, because there is nobody else. Because the companies like Solvay and all, they will call with due respect. They're very respected organizations. They're very reputed and much larger in scale. But they had their own conditions that I will give you technology only if you allow me to invest and if I am the majority and all those kind of things. We said, can we find a small solutions? We could find, and today we are we have some footprints perhaps larger than anybody else in terms of the numbers at least. The latest example is the energy business. We started 2020. And as I have told several times earlier, when the world was standing still, we were moving forward. We took the bold decision when the companies were trying to survive. We took the expansion. We took the decision to move into energy space. And last 5 years journey, when we look back, I think we have not done too bad. The fact that many of you are here and you have been our well-wisher and supporter. Today we are working with the respected partners, be it Indian Oil, be it Bharat Petroleum. We are working with the great technology suppliers, whether it is Extens, whether it is Incro, whether it is BSF. We are working with awesome clients and all our partners. So I think looking back, I feel that we are doing something right. Somewhere something right is being done. And if I can crux everything into why we are here where we are, is largely because we are not scared of falling down, and we are confident of moving ahead, and that has paid today. When we started talking about this collaboration, we met EDL team in Achema on a stall, casual discussion, and then what do you do? What do we do? No, both of us do nothing. Okay, let us do something. And then we got to a level when we realized, look, this could be a great combination. We are not a large company. They are not a large company, but both of us have some kind of desire to make the difference, and that's what converged to us. So when we realize what their niche areas are, and we found they have some very I would say great solutions for complex problems, which were always part of the large complexes and therefore were not coming out. We talked together, we worked together, and there came a time when we started liking each other. I don't know how long it will continue, but at least so far it is. So we are here. We had discussions, and we find, yes, the whole purpose of this marriage, if I would say, is we want to bring the very best what the world has to offer to India, and we want to export from India whatever the best we have. So we are looking to their expertise in the, like Sulakshana said, bottom of the barrel, de-oiling, de-coking, depolymerization. So that's the segment that we are talking about, they are the experts. Small example in terms of hydrogen. Everybody is talking of the hydrogen. We start at the hydrogen. We don't stop at hydrogen. And details, I don't want to steal their portion because they will regret next time telling me anything before. So we don't stop at there. We start at there. So we make the green hydrogen, and then we have the next step. What do you do with this green hydrogen? So we convert into ammonia, we convert into methanol, and that's how we are. So this is the kind of relationship. I am very excited, and I am very bullish that we should be able to make a difference both in Indian industry. We should be able to offer to India what the best from the world has to offer, and we should be able to augment our footprints as an Indian company, not only into Europe, but also in Middle East market where the standards are very high, in the European markets where the challenges are altogether different, to North America, in spite of whatever our friends there talk about the localization, Americanization. So we are very confident. I'm very bullish, very excited about this evening. I cannot thank you enough for being here. I'm delighted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, to proceed further, with over 35 years of experience in chemical and process industry, Mr. Tyagi has led Nuberg into global respected EPC company, specializing in turnkey across chemical and clean energy. As an entrepreneur, he is also driving force behind Nuberg Green Energy. Now, I would like to call Mr. A.K. Tyagi, sir, to deliver his share vision on strategic collaboration.
Good evening. Namaskar. I hate reading speeches, but I have been told to read it today. So please excuse me for that. Respected leaders from the industry, distinguished partner and friends from EDL Germany, always encouraging Indo-German Chamber of Commerce representative, well-wishers from the media, and Newburgers. Call them Newburgers. I'm truly thrilled with your gracious presence this evening and equally excited with the bright prospects this collaboration will bring to both of us. Embedded in the spirit of Atmanirbhar, Atmavishwasi, in English we call it a self-confident, self-reliant India. Nuberg are joining hands with EDL and Laganbau GmbH to bring the very best technology for complex Indian project. That reminds me and takes me almost 30 years back in the initial year of our incorporation, I will say proper incorporation of the company. We signed a collaboration with a German company called Carbotech Industries from Essen, Germany. This was a very live collaboration for so many years, and that collaboration really give a lot of fruits to us as well as to Carbotech to popularize their technologies in India, and also help in establishing ourselves as a player in that market. Today we are proud to announce our new technical collaboration with EDL. This is more than just a strategic alliance. It is a shared commitment for shaping the future together. We are joining forces not because we share the same capabilities, but because we complement each other. Let me take a moment to thank you, both the teams who have worked tirelessly to bring us to this point. Your dedication, your innovations, your belief in what is possible have made this movement a reality. As a technology driven multinational EPC company, Nuberg are building on to Galera's legacy of 3 decades in international contracting. With our deep understanding of Indian, Middle East, and North African market, we intend to leverage the strong technical and execution expertise of EDL to make competitive and flexible solutions to complex projects. Be it a traditional refining and petrochemical projects, green and renewable energy, as well as sustainable technologies. With our 600 plus engineers and 65 plus executed, confident of offering international expertise at Indian prices. Besides opening an opportunities for project execution, this collaboration also offers potential for significant growth in making this setup a hub for global export of equipment and services. As all of you are aware that we have an international level with all international approvals, a heavy fabrication shop in Gujarat that brings an value that brings an added value for the execution of future projects. By having this workshop, we are able to minimize the uncertainties in the execution, as well as we are able to bring the top class quality in the products. As I have said on many occasions, we at Nuberg operates with owner's mindset. We operate with owner's mindset at every level. This means taking bold decisions, ensuring their implementations with all challenges associated therein. We are proud of this culture. We are not tired of this culture. And we are very confident of continuing with this approach, which is reflected in this collaboration as well. Lastly, but with utmost comfort, I'm glad to see the Nuberg family. I'm glad to see the Nuberg family growing, and the smiles on the faces of this family charges us to do more and be more. I want to express my sincere appreciation for your hard work, dedication, passion. It is your commitment that propels us to move forward, and I am confident that together we will achieve even greater heights in the days and months to come. Thanks to all of you to be the partner in this growth journey. As we stand on this beginning, I find myself filled with gratitude and optimism. Looking ahead, I am excited about the possibilities to build on our success, embrace new opportunities, and continue making a positive impact. The challenges we face will undoubtedly be met with the same determination and teamwork that defines our organization, that is agile and target-oriented. I thank you all for joining us today and look forward for constructive engagement with you in the rest of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for such kind words. It is now my distinct honor to invite Mr. Peter Sontag to the stage. Representing the prestigious Partner Group of Germany, Mr. Sontag brings with him the legacy of EDL, a company with more than a century of engineering mastery. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Peter to share his insights and vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here on a Friday evening. We appreciate very much your presence. Initially, our CEO, Mr. Orjan, wanted to participate in this ceremony. Unfortunately, it came in the other way. But yesterday we could receive a video message, and I want to present it now.
EDL Anlagenbau Gesellschaft MBH, based in Leipzig, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Orian and I'm the CEO of EDL Anlagenbau Gesellschaft MBH, based in Leipzig, Germany. I am very sorry about not being in Delhi today. Unfortunately, a last-minute appointment prevented me from attending the signing of our technical collaboration agreement. Nevertheless, please allow me to say a few words about this important milestone in the history of both of our companies. 2 years ago, we, EDL, decided to become active in India and based on our technologies and know-how to contribute to the sustainable transformation of the emerging Indian market. With Nuberg EPC, we have found a renowned, globally acting partner with whom we are signing an agreement today, thus establishing a strategic alliance. This alliance will, on the one hand, help to launch our technologies in the Indian market, and on the other hand, will boost the expansion of Nuberg activities in Europe. A main objective of this collaboration is to maximize value from every resource, transforming waste into premium products while minimizing ecological impact. For instance, an efficient resource utilization, such as the processing of residues from conventional refineries, will lead to valuable products that will find their place in the large Indian market. Furthermore, advanced technologies for producing green hydrogen and, in particular, green derivatives based on it, such as methanol or SAF, will play their part in meeting the challenges of storing and transporting sustainable energy sources in a better way. With regards to projects in Europe, Nuberg will be able to support EDL's workforce with their qualified engineering team placed in us. We look forward to implementing the first
as he is not
projects
present, on the flip side, I have the great honor and pleasure to standing here in front of you today in this beautiful setup. Thank you for organizing that. And on this momentous occasion, the official beginning of a strategic collaboration, as you already said, between Nuberg EPC and EDL Anlagenbau. As you touched a little bit the history of Nuberg, I will do the same for EDL. We look back to a history of more than 100 years in different constellations, and we have been active more or less exclusively in the German-speaking refining world until the beginning of this century. Then we decided to invest into certain technologies, to reinvent, to improve them, and to go to international markets to service them. As Mr. Orjan already mentioned, these directions were in two phases. The one was the upgrade of the bottom of the barrel. The second one, sustainability, even far beyond the pure hydrogen, with green methanol, ammonia, and the synthetic kerosene. Well, we found, as Mr. Sharma said, Nuberg on the Achema. We talked a lot there. We decided to visit you here, and we are very happy to having done so. And today we celebrate more than a partnership between just two engineering companies. We celebrate a real milestone in the direction of a growing relationship between two nations, India and Germany. And we are united by shared values of innovation, industrial leadership, and a commitment to a sustainable future with contributing to the Made in India initiative. This collaboration brings together Nuberg's EPC's global project experience and dynamic energy, what I appreciate personally very much, with EDL's renowned engineering precision and technological strength. Together, our companies are not only combining experience and expertise, but also reaffirming a joint commitment to excellence, progress, and innovation in industrial engineering. This partnership would not have been possible without the outstanding leadership and vision of Mr. Ramesh Sharma, head of energy and infrastructure business here at Nuberg in EPC. Since his dedication, strategic insight, and unwavering support have been instrumental to form this and shape this collaboration. And also we want to extend our hearty thanks to Mr. Sharma's colleagues at Nuberg EPC, whose professionalism and cooperative spirit were of vital for the preparation phase and organization of all that. Your efforts have laid a solid foundation, I think, for what we are confident will be successful now, an enduring partnership we now have to fill with life. German and Indian companies working together in this way are a powerful symbol of what international cooperation can achieve. The relationship between our two countries has always been of mutual respect and trust, and this new alliance adds a compelling chapter to the story. Let us take this moment not only to mark a formal beginning, but to acknowledge the spirit of collaboration, the people behind the scenes, and the shared vision which brought us here. We look forward to witnessing what will result from this cooperation, and we are convinced that this partnership will have continued success as it begins this exciting journey. We together, Nuberg and EDL, today. Thank you again. And Dhanyavad.
Thank you, sir, for your words. I am now honored to welcome Ms. Shivani Chaturvedi, a distinguished voice in Indo-German industrial cooperation and the director of the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. Please welcome Ms. Shivani Chaturvedi to share her thoughts on the relevance and importance of such strategic collaborations.
So, namaskar, guten tag, good evening, respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, I would like to thank Nuberg and EDL for the kind invitation to speak at this milestone event. India and Germany have been natural and strategic partners. Germany's inherent strength lies in its high-precision manufacturing and sound R&D. India's advantage is in its large, talented manpower with a high appetite for innovation and demand and diversity. Entrepreneurial power at the grassroots levels in India is enormous. Together, India and Germany offer strong possibilities of cooperation in high technology sectors, energy transition, sustainable supply chains, skilling and training. Together, India and Germany are navigating a promising path towards deeper cooperation in a changing global landscape. At present, we have more than 2,000 German companies active in India, running successfully with a continued mood to invest and reinvest, creating high-tech manufacturing hubs, generating employment and investing in R&D, skilling and training remain at the core of their operations. Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, now more than 69 years old in the country, with more than 4,000 members, both Indian and German companies, and with offices in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, and a liaison office in Dusseldorf, we continue to strengthen the Indo-German partnership, friendship, and encourage more and more German companies, SMEs, to look at India more closely and the potential of Indo-German partnership more intensely. German companies are actively participating in India's Make in India initiative. The Germany-India intergovernmental consultations play a crucial role in shaping and strengthening bilateral relations. In the end, I would like to say that India and Germany have always been natural partners, but now, more than ever, we have the tools, the technology, and the trust to take the collaboration to the next level. I would like to congratulate Nuberg and EDL for this global engineering collaboration and wish you a lot of success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you to all our speakers for those inspiring and looking forward messages. We now proceed to TCA signing ceremony. Wow. Thank you so much for this memorable moment. To honor and express this gratitude to Ms. Shivani, we would like to facilitate her with a small token of appreciation. I request our leader team to kindly come forward and to do the honor. I would love Mr. Peter. and CMD sir to please do the honor. निकालने के लिए कह रहे हैं। Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, to officially conclude this evening, I now invite Mr. Amit sir to deliver the vote of thanks and share a few words, closing thoughts of this journey ahead. So please come on the stage.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, esteemed industry leaders, distinguished guests, and dear colleagues. In India, we say Atithi Devo Bhava. Our guests are like our gods. This evening, your presence has truly elevated the spirit of collaboration and innovation that we are here to celebrate. As we concluded this significant event marking on our technical collaboration, it is my privilege to extend the vote of thanks on the behalf of Nuberg and EDL. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed guests from industry. Your presence today have been both inspiring and encouraging. Your continued collaboration plays a vital role in shaping our future by shared technology. To our respected seniors, leaders, and dignitaries, thank you for your valuable time, insights, and unwavering support. Your vision and leaderships are the guiding lights behind this initiative. A special thanks to our friends from the media for joining and helping to amplify the message and impact of this collaboration to a wider audience. To our internal teams, your hard work, technical expertise, and dedication behind the screen have been instrumental in making both this event and collaboration a success. I would also like to extend my appreciation to the organizing team for putting together this seamless and engaging evening. Now I invite to all of you for a cocktail dinner. It was a wonderful opportunity to unwind, connect further, and celebrate we achieved today. Thank you once again for your presence and support. Here is more innovation, stronger partnership, and promise future ahead. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
We mainly were looking for a single source responsibility to build this plant, and the only company who was able to supply this total package to us was Nuberg Engineering. The good thing about Nuberg, the price that they offer us were attractive and better than the competition. So that was the main reason we have decided to go for Nuberg Engineering. I would like to give special thank Nuberg team, Algate team, and everybody who worked in this project, all the contractors who came into the site and made this project successful in a record time.